So, my good friend Linda Kelly ordered a set of long lumbar type pillows for her Bo's bedroom, her husband Bo. And so, special order. And so we did this design, the globes and lines. And so each of these patterns is done by folding the fabric, stitching in concentric rings. You can see the marker ring right there, but that'll come out in the wash. And then we gather them up like that when we stitch. So we stitch, 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 then pull them all together. And at the end, when we pull it all together, it looks like this. These lines look like this pulled up. That's not a very good example, but so what we do is we have an anchor knot on this end, and then on this end we have a slip knot, and that facilitates us opening these things back up, which is kind of a pain in the ass. And we use a double stitch on this one because we have to pull really hard to get it nice and tight, so we get a good clean design. And so now we have to open this up. We double this up. We tie an anchor knot here, and on this end we tie the slip knot, and then we have to tie a little stopper knot here to keep it from bunny tailing out too much, and it unravels, and it's a big mess. So here's the tools of the trade. I've got this great little awl thing, which is handleless awl, which is this what they use in Indonesia. Crochet hook, seam ripper, some tweezers, some needle nose pliers to pull, and of course, a pair of scissors. So this is what we use for that. And then I made this tool. It's just a pointed dowel, and this works for a lot of things. It works for tying the knots off really tight. You would think that maybe you would use this awl thing, but it doesn't work, because the knot binds when it slides down this, but it slips off nicely on this. I've got it kind of polished up and sanded to like 400. So the way this starts is we find our first little loop here, and we go in there, and we pull like that. Okay, and nice quick pull, and it should dislodge both knots. So we keep going like that, and on the next one, like that, like that, continuing like that, like that, make sure it's free, like that, and like that, and then we'll get this last little stopper knot over here. So the one that's doing the horse tooth line, okay? Now what we have to do is chop off these stopper knots. Let's see, I missed one here, so I could pull that by hand. You try to pull them all by hand, you'll have very sore hands at the end of the day. I can guarantee you that. And then cut off the stopper knots, put in my little pile here. And then this is bound up pretty hard. And if you try to pull these out, it's going to be very frustrating. So what I use my handy little tool here, and I just go ahead and break the tension on these. You can see that, okay? The tension is now broken on those. And then you come back here. It's nice to stay neat. If you get too messy, not good. And then you grab each one of these bunny tails and you pull it out like that. One more, two more, three more. And finally, your last little devil, okay? We pulled that out. Stay neat, please. Okay, pop that, and there's your design, right there. Okay, and this guy, we've got a little problem here. So Let's take this out, and this is where sometimes you get into some of these other tools. It's not immediate obvious how this is going to go. So here's the bunny tail, and that little bit of stitching is free. Okay, and so that is the way it has to pop, 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 pop. And this is a lumbar pillow, long like that. And there's two of them. One side and the other side. Beautiful stuff. Now I'll take and template that out so it'll be the right size to go to the tailor. Tailor will seam it up and put a zipper in, and we'll have two beautiful pillows. Pretty nice, huh?
You ain't never been blue. No, no, no. You ain't never been blue till you've had that mood indigo. That feeling goes stealing down to my shoes while I just sit here and sigh